Okay, we're going to finish up with this cable wrap. We just need to add the holes that the cable will slide into. So to make things a little cleaner, see I have all of my sketches still showing there, so I'm going to come in here and just turn all of those off or hide them. Now I want to make holes, 2 holes on each side that go straight through to the other side, but if you look at the surface closely, you'll see that it's not flat, it's curved. So if I try to draw directly on that plane, the holes will go in at an angle. And by the time they reach the other side, they'll be misaligned. So I'd like a flat plane to work from. So how can I do that? Well, there's a couple different ways, of course. I'm going to choose Add Construction Plane. Offset type, that's fine. So I'm going to choose this top surface here and say Next. And you can see it added a plane. Now I can lift that up. And I'll say Done. But if I tap on it again, now I can manipulate it further. So the first thing I'm going to do is turn it 90 degrees and then drag it out a little bit in front here. Okay, and then deselect. So I have a virtual plane that I can work from. With my finger, if I double tap on that new construction plane, then it brings it up nice and flat. All right, so in this plane, I'll tap Sketch, and from the center point, I'm going to go out 12, and 12 on the other side, then down 4, choose Circle, and I'm going to make a circle that is 2.5 millimeters in diameter. And the reason I'm doing that is because I measured the cable that I'm going to be using, and that diameter is a nice fit. Okay. So what we can do now is deselect. We can tap those areas and just pull them through to make the holes for the cable. Now, of course, how is the cable going to get in there? We need to have a little slot for the cable to slide into. Not as wide as the hole itself, because it'll just fall out, but a little bit less. So I'm going to tap on the plane again, and I'm going to go over 1.5, 1.5, and then straight down and straight down until it intersects with the circle. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. One and a half, 1.5, straight down. Okay, now I'll tap each of those areas and pull that straight through. All right, so now you can see we've got the little slot that the cable can squeeze into and then be held in place. So to make things a little clearer, I'm going to hide the sketch plane and the sketch. So we're looking at just the object. Now, to make it a little nicer and also to prevent the cable from rubbing and possibly fraying against those sharp edges here and here, I'm going to select each one and pull them out to fillet them until they meet in a nice round entry point. So I'm going to do that for all of them. All right, one last one. So one last pair. Okay. All right. That's looking pretty good. So the last step is to export at the top, then choose 3D print, second option, then STL, and we will name our file Cord Wrap. Tap continue. I'm going to share it with my MacBook. Now, I would open up the file in FlashPrint, slice it, and then print it on my printer, and then share the result on the class discussion board.